G'day, it's Telfo, and welcome to our update of day one of Street Machine Drag Challenge. The event kicked off at Calder Park Raceway with over 100 cars in attendance. They're going to have a big week ahead of them, 1,500 road Ks and 5 tracks. Right out of the blocks, we had some massive numbers. Bubba Medlin from Victoria in the VH Commodore ran an 8.2, shocked everybody. Then an 8.1, and then an 8.0. That car runs a Holden V8, not an LS. Twin turbo, water air intercooler. It's got a torque power little paw block and basically standard Commodore suspension. So he is out in front. He's number one in Turbosmart Outlaw Blown, and he's number one in the whole event. Chasing him up, we have Adam Rogash in the no-show Club Sport. Here at an 8.3. Chris Valesky in the Lexan. Ran an 8.4, that's a 2JZ powered Lexan, but he's actually out, but that's where he is. Mark Drew in the Krusty Trana ran an 8.44. And Terry Seng ran an 8.8. All those guys are running in Haltech Radial Blown. We saw great performances from a whole range of cars. It's not just about those sort of monster cars. Norm Hardinge from Aussie Desert Cooler ran at 12.1 in his 392 Hemi-powered coupes. That's super cool. And there's awesome performances throughout the whole field. Not everybody made it through though. We've had a fair bit of carnage on day one. Paul Hamilton with that 600 cube monster XA Falcon sedan from Tassie. He's out. He had a noisy lifter. Chris Valesky in that Lexan, looks like he's out with a bearing. Young Max Edwards and his dad Jake, they blew the crap out of the LS1 in that Corona wagon, which means they're out. You have to start the event with the same engine block you finish to stop guys bringing along 7 engine blocks and, changing to a different motor every day. That's just not going to happen. But they're going to put in a Wrecker LS1 into that car, and just so they can follow along and be a part of the event, which is really cool. Damien Reeves in his supercharged XT Falcon, he's out. Ryan Ford in that super cool Camaro, he blew first gear in his Muncie. We're hoping that he's got another Muncie back in and will be at Heathcote today, but we haven't heard yet. The worst news was Justin and Joshua Eade. Those guys are fixing their XY at the side of the road, and somebody collected their trailer, which did a big damage to their car. The guys are okay, but they're devastated as they love that car and they're out of the event. So from there, we go to Mildura on Wednesday. Swan Hill at that brand new quarter-mile facility on Thursday, and then back at Calder Park Raceway Friday night. That is a night event. So come after work, bring your mates. You'll see who has made it through Drag Challenge. Also see some tough cars testing for the APSA meeting on the weekend. So it's going to be huge. Big shout out to all our sponsors who helped make this event possible. Haltech, Turbosmart, Mothers, Tuff Mounts and Earl's Performance Products. Thank you so much, guys. You might also notice this hat. To get this hat, this is the 7-second club hat. You have to run a 7-second pass the drag challenge. The only people who have one so far are Terry Seng and Adam Rogash, so we'll be a big deal to see who gets one by the end of the week.